Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Western Michigan Broncos taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Broncos offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. He's got his man, makes the grab.
All right, they get the completion, don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So UMass's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here we go, Stan. On the run, it's good. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes a man miss. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Defense might bring the house here. To throw, it's Lowry. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. The Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They go to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught near the sticks. It's Harding. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking for space. It's Hood. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Hairston. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
UMass will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Leaves it with the running back. Creates a little space. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Broncos come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The UMass offense returns to the field. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
There he goes! And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes a grab for a big play. He's loose down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. On the ground, it's Hood. Gets it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Hairston. Blasted as he lets it go. That's caught. It's Harding. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. To the air on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And this is obviously not a great... for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Makes a connection. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big game.
Turning it on. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. The Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And how uses that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Turn. The UMass offense returns to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
UMass to the line on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, in a short yardage situation, they pull off an explosive play. And how about the blocking up front? Everybody getting a big-time push.
Yeah, and in those 3rd and shorts, defense plays aggressive, loads the box. One guy misses, and it ends up being a big gain. Nice play by this offense.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
UMass has a long, long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Got the quick pass. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to...
Throws toward the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Really needed to cut into that deficit, but guys, it remains at 3 scores. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Finds a man on the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Grab near the marker, it's Buckley. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. And the Broncos are on the move. Off play action on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they're after him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. UMass quickly back to the line. To the air, it's Jordan. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
UMass to the line, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Hood.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead. going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The kick is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw, it's Jordan. Catch in the middle, it's Dowling. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
That's caught. It's Hood. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The UMass offense returns to the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Dowling. At the 40, there he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Minutemen picked up a chunk on the ground. Let's see what they do here. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Just what they were looking for, a huge... explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The give to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Pocket breaking down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minutemen! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it out fast.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. Here's the handoff. Squeezes out a couple of yards. To the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UMass.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Jordan. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch, nice catch.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third. Touchdown, Minutemen! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Set to kick this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
To the tight end.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Buckley. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Eastern Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Using the quick game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's good. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Broncos will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little floater there that falls incomplete. UMass has a long, long way to go here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. UMass will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time in Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch, it's Leary. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He's got it. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The UMass offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Oh, he got loose. Still running at the 40. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. UMass hoping that big run will give them some momentum. They're going to ride this running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hood. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. Back to throw, it's Jordan. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, UMass! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Leary. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to the ground with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Got his man quickly. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Broncos have it with a first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his tight end. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.